There goes the one of Gayton up over the curb a little bit. Gayton pouring the pressure on, takes a peek to drivers left of Buffington. Can't get there in turn number 10. Gayton has set up a couple of passes here down into turn number 1. Second half of this race, a little bit of a slide at a corner number 11. But keep an eye on the one down here, down the front straightaway. Gayton takes a peek to the inside. Drivers right down into turn number 1. And it looks like Gayton will make the pass, but Buffington will come right back at him. Looks to the inside and cannot get there through 2 and 2A. And hello, Gary Sherrill. The 13 car takes a little peek on the back bumper. Anybody's race up in front. Fensler sits in position number 4, but he's a good 11 or 12 seconds behind this battle on your screen. Robert Gayton now holds the advantage. But we've seen Buffington get that draft and work that draft down the back straightaway a couple times in this Road Course World Finals for Masters. And we'll see if he can do the same thing here. Lots of speed down the back straightaway, and look at that run closing in, creeping in is Buffington to driver's right of Gayton. Can he clear him though? Gayton side by side with him. This is going to get tight. Oh, Gayton off the racetrack. And the 23 of Buffington will drive away now. Robert Gayton is behind the 8 ball. He drove off. Now, the question is, can he reel back in these top 2? And it's opened the door wide for Gary Sherrill. There's the gap back to Robert Gayton. He's driven the wheels off this thing for the first 7 laps, but he's going to have to dig a little bit deeper to catch back up to Sean Buffington. And of course, his teammate in the 13 car of Sherrill this time by. They'll see 2 laps to go, and I'm sure Sean Buffington's breathing a little bit easier right now, but there's still 2 laps remaining to this one to try to lock down the Road Course World Finals for the Masters Division. 2 to go right here. Look at that run that the Gayton number 1 gets. Battle for position number 5. Fensler has fallen back, or actually the battle for 4th as Swanson takes the spot, and now back to Fensler to the outside. Who's going to drive it harder into turn number 1? Swanson to the inside will take the spot on Fensler. And can Fensler get back around the 16? This is the battle for 4th with 2 laps to go. Swanson's been getting a little bit better, reeled in Fensler, and now begins to inch away as they drive it down into 3. Up in front continues to be Sean Buffington, Gary Sherrill, and look at the one of Robert Gayton. We've seen that move down into turn 1 using the drop by Gayton. Here comes the 13 car. Look at the run that he gets down into turn number 5. And Sherrill will go to that top spot. Buffington will fall back to 2nd, and as they exchange that position, look who it's closed in a little bit more. Robert Gayton is there, your top 3, going to battle it out for a Road Course World Finals. And hello, Gayton to the back bumper of Buffington. This once was a battle for the lead. It's now a battle for 2nd as Gary Sherrill goes a little bit wide. Buffington is there. Here comes Gayton. Gayton trying to use the draft with his teammate to get by, and he will do so. Robert Gayton back to 2nd. And we saw this play out in a heat race yesterday between the 13 and the 1. We may be getting ready to see it one more time. Robert Gayton on the back bumper of Gary Sherrill as they work through turn 10 up to 11. Some lap traffic in front of your leaders, but Sherrill in the 13 for the first time in this race. We'll see the lead go his way first. White flag is out. They're cheering these drivers on down the front straightaway. Final time into turn 1. Gayton has been good down here, but he keeps lockstep with Sherrill in the 13. Buffington has fallen back to position number 3. Sherrill locks it up a little bit, and now trying to hold off Gayton. Gayton got a great turn 2. He'll go to the top spot. And now lap traffic ahead of your leaders. They draft down into turn number 3. Gayton, Sherrill, and Sean Buffington. Buckingham just ahead of your leaders, and Gayton pulling away just a wee bit as they come up to turn number 4 for the final time. Buffington to the inside. He'll pick up second. Lock the brakes up. Goes a little wide. Sherrill trying to get back to the... As they go 3 wide around the lap traffic, Sherrill gets that run down the back straightaway. They are going to be even as they head towards corner number 5. The best thing Robert Gayton can see in his rearview mirror are these two battling out for position number 2. Gayton begins to extend the lead just a wee bit as they head down towards the bus stop for the final time. Sherrill in position number 2, and Buffington to position at number 3. Now Sean Buffington, the main goal is to try to get at least position number 2. Gets that run at a corner number 7. Looks to driver's left. Trying to get back to the inside, down into the sweeper. Can't get there. In front, it is Robert Gayton. After having a little bit of an off earlier, coming from behind and making a last lap pass as long as he can get through 10 and 11. Sherrill in a second. Buffington trying to take second place away, but it's Robert Gayton coming out of 11. Checkered flag, and it's going to go to car number 1 of Robert Gayton. What a race for the Masters division.
Checkered flag, 1 car has the checkered. Exit at the 2 tall orange cones, bring it in the middle and stop.
Rest of the field finishing up. Irwin and Sansom, or check that, Wegener, as they will work their way down to the turn number 11 area and coming across the stripe. And this will be for position at number 6, and Wegener will take that one away. Robert Gayton is your Road Course World Finals Masters feature winner. We'll go down trackside and chat with our winner. So Bruce Silver will come across the line ahead of the 43 of Allen to complete this.
13G, 23S, 16 and 5S to tech. 1, 13G, 23S, 16, 5S to tech. Guys, good job, thank you. Good, hard racing, greatly appreciate you. You didn't put me in any position to have to make a decision and decide the championship title today, and I greatly appreciate that. Thanks for coming. Thanks for being a participant. I greatly appreciate it. Take them to tech, guys. All right, pros, we're doing a track inspection just to make sure that we have no rocks on the racetrack. Once we verify that the track is clear, we'll get right into your race.
You could hear the reaction from the fans. Robert Gayton celebrating it on the front straightaway. And here comes the one of Gayton. rolling it up, and Robert Gayton getting the helmet off and getting ready to
brother. Right on. Good job, Robert. Just outpowered me. That was so bad. Good job, man. Good job. Yeah.
We've got one more race to come. Looking forward to it. As the track sweep takes place, and Robert Gayton coming through the scales, and as soon as he clears the scales, we'll grab a word with our Road Course World Finals winner. Here comes the one.
Boy, that was a hard-fought battle. Oh, my.
Here he is, folks. Give it up for Robert Gayton. Three-car battle, all race long. You went off once. What was going through your mind after you had that one little off and fell back to third for the first time?
Well, you know, the race is long. You just got to calm down. You can't get excited. You got to continue doing your job. We caught back up and then started getting in the mix again and stuff. Congratulations to Gary. He finished second. Awesome. Made a little mistake or I would have finished behind him for sure. We were definitely outclassed today. You know, the horsepower you could see down the back straightaway. He just pulled out and just passed me. We could outdrive him, but it was a tough battle. My teammate came up and helped me out a little bit, and we made it a 1-2. So RGR all the way.
You had it down the back straightaway, or Sean had it down the back straightaway, but turn number one seemed to be your strong suit to try to set up these passes. Talk about setting these passes up into turn number one.
Well, like I said, we were out horsepowered, but I had a little better exit, probably because we race here quite a bit, so I was able to get onto the front straightaway a little bit better, and I could draft past him. It's the only way I could pass him down the straightaway. Definitely out horsepowered us, but we got the win, so that's what makes the difference.
Huge win! Congratulations.
Thank you. You know, you asked me yesterday what my sixth win would mean and stuff, and I really couldn't answer you. I didn't have a very good answer, but probably this is the most special because it's a mixed engine class, and you know, I have great friends behind me, my crew. I can't thank you guys enough. They made the car. I certainly didn't. So I got to thank them for sure. Congratulations to Jesse on his championship. It's an awesome time. Thank you, guys.
There you go, folks. It's Robert Gayton. We'll come over here and see if we can't chat with Gary. Gary, let's talk about this battle because you had two cars in front of you. What were you seeing when Robert went off?
I was seeing an accident looking for a place to happen.
And you come home with second place. Talk about battling with Sean Buffington. Sean Buffington's pretty quick, isn't he? Especially with that FC09.
I've never raced with Sean, and I didn't know, but I just put my faith that he would race me clean like I raced them, and it all worked out.
Big day for Robert Gayton racing, eh?
Correct. Thank you, Sean, and thank you, Robert Gayton, for all the help.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And we'll see if we can't catch up with Sean Buffington. Well, you and Robert Gayton once again putting on a show. Let's talk about that battle. What did you see when Robert went off the racetrack in front of you?
Well, I saw him staying on the outside there, and I lifted early so he would stay on the outside because I knew it was all rocks there. And I see him go off, and that was a little help we needed there. But then with 2 to go, motor started laying over, and there's oil everywhere on it. So I don't know what the issue was there, if we broke a line or something. But car was fast. Car was real fast before that. It was a great race to watch, I'm sure. It was a great race to drive up until that point. But, the new motor definitely pulled real good on the straightaways, and we had a great handling car. It just wasn't meant to be today.
Podium finish here. We're going to head across the road next week to the Bull Ring. Can we get another podium finisher? Trying to get a big checkered flag over there. What are the plans?
That's what we're here for. We were here for one today, and we're here for one next week. But we got the World Championship, which was overall what we came here for. But we really would have liked to see that checkered flag today first, but just wasn't meant to be.
I'm sure Brockhouse is watching. Give him a little message here on Legends Nation TV.
We'll be looking forward to seeing you next week, Tim.
There we go. There's the baby master, Sean Buffington. What a run for the top 3 for these masters. And one more to come with the Pro Division coming up next.